Well, we got some wind, we got some real low water, but I know for a fact we also got some crappie hitting. So that's what we're after today. Loyal Hannah, the mud puddle. I was out here just past Thursday, and I did really good on crappie. So the wind's blowing a little bit today, so hopefully it'll get me over there across the lake a little bit quicker, because I'm gonna paddle about a mile and a half, go back to the dam where I caught them crappie, and see if we can't get into them again. Let's go get them. So, real low water, November 22nd. Water temperature, I don't have my transducer in the water yet because I'm just trying to beat feet back here, but I'm gonna guess the water temp's probably right around 40 degrees, 39 degrees, somewhere like that. So it's getting cold. It's getting real cold and real quick. So like I said, I'm gonna beat feet, keep wrapping back around here. I'm probably about 400 yards away from where I want to probably stop with this wind, probably get up against the shoreline and tie some stuff on and get ready to hopefully pound some crappies. We're getting close. The wind definitely made it nice to get back here because it was at my back, but something tells me I'm gonna have a bear of a time getting back to the wreck area and paddling right into a headwind. So definitely make sure to save some energy for the trip back, because something tells me it's going to be a doozy with this. My guess is 10-15 mile-an-hour winds. We have a system coming in this afternoon. Right now it's overcast and kind of chitty, and it's supposed to stay like this all day and then start raining about 5 or 6 o'clock this evening. Right through here is where I did so well Thursday. Right now I'm sitting in 29 feet of water, and then even the tree down below it. Right through there, all those treetops are in the water. There's a break that comes up and almost meets the end of the treetop. So even though the water, or the bottom kind of angles off, there's still a big treetop right at the end of that. You know, the tree, this is the bottom, the treetop's sitting here, and it almost makes a, you know, a higher ledge. First, to start off, we're gonna try one of these dark gulp leeches, because with this dark water, that should be the answer. But we got all kinds of soft plastics here, which you can see. I got a bag full of them, I think you can see, and hopefully we can get into some big crappie. Oh, you ain't jahugin'. There's crappie number one on the big bait. They are hitting this big bass. I mean, it's pretty much bass bait. I mean, a bass soft plastic with a fin spin on it. There's a solid 6-inch fish here, boy. Oh, look at that. He's pushing 9. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, he ain't on the slot size, so I caught him right off the end of this down tree right here, right over yonder. We'll let her drop, and this guy drops about a foot a second, 12, 14, 16 inches a second. So we'll give her about 10, 15 seconds. Let her get down there nice and deep and just try to run it right over the top of that brush pile. Really, there's one. Let's see what we got here. Good one? Nope. Another little guy. Okay, so we might end up going with different colors or something to try to get some bigger fish to hit. This guy's barely even 7 inches probably. Oh, pushing 8 again. And big monster 8-inch crappie, boy. So this is what we're doing. It seems like this this green fin spin with the green 3-inch fluke is what they're wanting again today. I tried the purple here, the purple and or pink and green. I don't know. I can't even think of colors right. The pink and green did not give me anything. Oh, this is a good one here. There we go. Now we got a good one. Ah, no wonder. Oh, now that's a slab, boy. There we go. Now we've got something. And it's a good thing because he is gill hooked. All right, so there we go. That's the first keeper of the day. Let's see what we got on him. I like to rough him out. He's perfect slot, boy. right where I wanted. He's about 12 inches. Bloody as all get out, but we's gonna put him on a stringer anyways. So this is the start. Last time I was here, there was no wind, and I was just slow drifting through here and vertical jigging right next to my transducer, and I was hammering fish. So I know they're in here. Well, there's another one. Let's see if it fits the slot here. Oh yeah, we are at a solid at least 11. So there's another one. Put him on a stringer too, reckon. I'd still like a couple of more hogs, but I'll take them 10s and 11s just as well. So once again, we are, I mean, I'm fishing real close to the shore. It seems like they're not quite as deep as they were last time. So it makes you paranoid on, like, well, maybe I shouldn't let it sink 10 seconds, I'll let it sink 9 seconds. And then you'll do that for 3 or 4 casts and won't get a hit. Let it sink for 10 seconds, catch a fish, and then let it sink for 10 seconds and get a snag. So it's, I mean, you got to be in there to catch them. You got to be willing to lose some stuff here. Oh. I've blown up a spot, I don't know how many times, paddling over it because I had to go get a lure off the tree. Like I said, when I first got here, boy, I hooked those couple of big crappie and I thought, well, this is going to be a quick day. And I mean, maybe 30 minutes after I got here, caught those few decent ones, and a couple of more, they started getting real tough to catch all of a sudden. And this is killing me here. Brush, brush, brush everywhere you go. So now we'll set her down in the rod holder, paddle right back over top of her, try to pull it back out. Hey, hey, look at what we got here. Another keeper. I'm telling you, vertical jigging is the only way that you can turn these things on. That's got to be a solid 10, huh? Oh yeah, almost 12. So he's going on the stringer as well. Vertical jigging, you can slow everything down so much you can have it right in front of their face long enough that they just can't resist it. Everything else is going too fast for them. All I'm doing, I mean, you can see all the noise that I got here from the brush and the bait fish, and I mean, there's everything mixed in here. But this damn wind is making it so tough to try to fish this. I'm pretty much starting off, I figure, with a 6-6 pole. That's close to 10 foot deep, and then I'm letting out just a wee little bit more, and that's where I'm going. But if I can keep it relatively slow, I'm just hammering these fish. There was one right there. I'm hammering these fish. But the second I start drifting fast, it's like game over in a heartbeat. Leave her there for a minute. Swing her over here. When I swing stuff like this, it's really just to see if I'm fishing too deep. Because if you get a hit on the swing, it's because it's actually swinging up and then dropping down. Swinging up and dropping down. Anytime you move it like that. The wind finally calmed down enough to let me vertical jig it a little bit. So I'm going to get about 3 or 4 minutes of good vertical jigging and then probably get blown right past it. So hopefully we can pick up a nice keeper. We're up to 3 keepers now, so we're only 47 away from a limit. 47 away from a limit. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's not a fish. So the only option is to either break it off, or these little fin spins. Another reason I like them is the hooks. Although they hold up well for fish, when you sink the tip in, they bend pretty easy. So you can bend them and pop them out of brush piles, and then just shed her right back down in there. Well, we definitely didn't do as good as we did Thursday. I got 3 good ones there. They're all over, piss off plane. They're all over 11 inches, 11 to 13. Man, it was tough. I mean, I've had some tough days out here at Loyal Hannah, but the wind out here today is just, I mean, to say it's brutal is an understatement. I don't know what they're saying the wind speed is. I mean, probably 15-mile-an-hour gusts, 10-mile-an-hour gusts, I don't know, but it's ripping right, I mean, it's coming right at my face now, so I pretty much have a nasty paddle the whole way back to the wreck area because the wind is blowing me about 1 mile an hour down the shoreline. And it's just, I mean, about as impossible as you can get for trying to vertically jig. We're gonna get back to the wreck area, get all this shit unloaded, get the kayak on top of the yeepy yeep, and beat feet home. Well, I told you it was gonna be worse up here around this corner, and I am right. We are down to 2 mile an hour on a hard paddle. So, yeah. I'm just letting the Jeep warm up so I can turn some heat on my feet because my toes are frigid, boy. Frigid. So, that's about it, everybody. We're gonna head on up the road and air dry the kayak off and get them few crappie home before they start rigger tortoising. Loyal Hannah, this might be the last trip of the year out here. Check that out, just in case you didn't believe me, because it does look goofy as shit right now, as low as it is. It's so low, so low. But I also think as low as it is why all those crappie are piled up in that one brush pile. Because I guarantee you, if you had 3, 4, 5 dozen minnows, crappie minis, you could sit back there with them crappie minnows and probably catch crappie until you were out of minnows. The biggest reason I don't use live bait for crappie is there's no way to distinguish them. You know, you can't keep the dinks away and catch bigger fish. So that's why, especially in the fall right now, when they're putting on the feed bag, man, I'll use them big, giant 3-inch baits, you know, almost bass gear. I know having some heat on my feet right now feels amazing. So it might be 54, but when you're sitting on 45-degree water, 43, 44-degree water, 54 ain't too warm, boy.